Now then, with that kind of notion, we established a conglomerate. The name of our conglomerate is Azura Conglomerate. With everyone demonstrating their excellence in their respective positions, we managed to introduce our commodity to the market in no time. When I sent the product to Mother for trial purposes, she apparently immediately held a tea party and presented them, and in no time, it became popular amongst the nobility. Presently, the conglomerate is exhilarated that the product is so popular, to the point where we cannot catch up with the orders. Hooray for reincarnation knowledge! An idea was proposed that we increase the production line, but that proposal was turned down, since the target demographic are the nobility. Rather than increasing the production, it would be better to maintain the pace to keep the scarcity value. To add on to that point, in order to enforce a firm image of the brand, a lily motif has been imprinted on the boxes of the chocolates. This was done in preparation when competitors appear in the future, although for now, one has yet to appear. Presently, different from the noble line, a separate line for commoners is in the process of being established. To be more specific, chocolate itself is still a luxury food. What we are considering is to open a cafe and sell foods such as chocolate, cream crepes and chocolate-coated fruits. Or rather, we have already found a place and we have also guaranteed the distribution route for the ingredients. Thus, it won't be long until the operation starts running. Say has been very busy running here and there. Although I said that, it's not as though I'm unoccupied myself. Now that the conglomerate has taken off, I am concurrently managing the conglomerate and preparing for the reforms for the fief. Even though my schedule is hectic, I find it somewhat nostalgic because my previous life was also like this. Let's put aside those thoughts for now and move on to the first thing on the agenda. First is a meeting with Say. The present state of affairs is written in those documents. The noble line is doing well as usual. How are you doing with securing workers? It is proceeding well, so please be at ease. In just a short while, a lot of chefs came to apply to the conglomerate. Unknown food because of this matter, a lot of people wanted to learn how to make them. I see. If that's the case, please introduce the day-off system talked to you about last time. Speaking of Marita, if you judge that any of those chefs are suitable, please refer them to her because I want her to start another line. Since the preparations are ready, it's about time we start on it. Thus, I would like for her to check it out in my place. As you wish. In the future, not only do I want to distribute our products in the royal city, I also want them to circulate to other areas. For that to happen, we will need to secure the distribution channel to those areas. I wonder if we should just establish a transportation department. Tanya, please call Rem and Moneda for me. Like I requested, Tanya immediately went to call Rem and Moneda. Moneda, how do merchants normally secure the distribution of commodities? Well, if it's a small to medium-sized store, the merchant will personally bring it to those areas. If it's a large store, they will hire escorts or take their own subordinates along and personally deliver it themselves. If that's the case, as I thought, it would be a good idea to establish a transport department. Rem, please immediately pull up a map. After that, along the roads of this kingdom, please pick out areas with flat grounds and give me information about their climate and the difference in temperature. In addition, calculate how much time it'll take to get there from our fief. Please discuss with Ryle how many escorts will be necessary and what the cost will be. Yes. I wonder what is going to start this time around. Right now, I guess you can say that the transportation department is in development, but before we put it on paper, we need to consider how much it will cost. Then, say, first of all, make a draft of employment for those workers you mentioned earlier, and also, talk to Marita to keep her in the loop. Rem as well, please work on it immediately. Tanya, please call Sebastian, and Moneda, please remain here. Let us now develop the concept of a bank. After I gave my orders in rapid succession, everyone immediately moved to carry them out. Or rather, I think it's about time we increase the number of staff. Although I wanted to slowly increase the staff, we are overwhelming and insufficient in numbers. If Say continues this way, he will eventually collapse and things wouldn't be good. Oops, my head needs to switch gears. Then, Moneda, do you have any questions regarding what we talked about before? It was about time to launch a full-scale campaign and push forward the reformation of the fief. Meanwhile, I conveyed the idea of establishing a bank to Moneda before the time was right. Although the current market is circulating money, there is no institution to control it. This was also something that surprised me. I wonder if the citizens of the fief deposit their money in their draws? If not, it seems like they deposit it in the Commerce Guild. It seems like the Commerce Guild also offers that kind of services, and people can withdraw the amount of money they deposited in any Commerce Guild branch, which is very convenient. However, the Commerce Guild does not do it professionally. They really just keep the money entrusted to them. So, do I have any questions for me up to this point? No, however, you did really well to think of this idea. Well, I wasn't exactly the person who came up with this idea. Although I wanted to say that, I can't, so I remained silent and smiled. For starters, please purchase a building that will be used for the bank. After that, please use my name to arrange a meeting with the guildmaster of the Commerce Guild and other presidents of important conglomerate. I understand.